Yeah, what's up? Me, Muck713, and guys, I have one hell of a story to tell you. So go ahead, pop you some popcorn, put your feet up, get comfortable, get you some watermelon, some chicken, some Kool-Aid, I don't know, whatever floats your boat. Because this is going to be a long story I'm about to tell you guys. Are you ready? Let me blow your mind. I'm just playing. So yeah, so yesterday, which was Saturday, which is July 20th, 21st, I don't know. I went downtown, right? Let me backtrack a little bit. I was originally supposed to help DeAndre move, but he basically canceled on me, which not ruined, but I didn't have anything else planned as a backup plan because I thought I was really going to be helping this guy all day. So I tried to hit up a couple of friends, see if they want to come downtown with me. My main cameraman didn't answer or reply to me even till this video, and a couple other people basically shut me down. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, I'm gonna go downtown by myself. And since I was going by myself, I never went downtown by myself or whatever, especially like with the big crowds and stuff like that. So I had to get some protection, and yeah, so I'll go downtown. I'm just driving around, just seeing what's going on. It's about 8 p.m. I see they have like a Chinese flea market thing going on at the Discovery Green Park downtown. So I go ahead, I park my car, I go in that area. It was a small crowd. They were selling like a bunch of like vase, tomato. They had like a lot of like authentic clothes, like from the old times. I don't know what they're called, not kimonos, there's something else. They had plants, they had like little foods like popcorn, pickles, nachos and stuff like that. And that's just the boring part. Basically, it was nothing there. So I walked to the walked the other way. I probably walked total about 3 or 4 miles, like round trip, whatever, because downtown is pretty huge in Houston. So I see the House of Blues. Last time I went there was when they were doing the Digi Tour, when Dave Storm, Mystery Guitar Man, Garrett Gregory Brothers, Dave Days, and Michelle Nicole was down here. And that was like 2011 or so. That was the last time I've been to the House of Blues. I've been there also for the B.O.B. concert, Paul Wonka Millionaire, I Digress. I don't know why I'm telling you that. But I go into the House of Blues, go to the top floor. I see a long line of people. I'm like, who is playing? Like, I want to go check it out. So I go up the escalator. You just hear like a crowd just applauding, like, Black Ranger, come up, Black Ranger, and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh snap, I'm about to put on the show. So as I'm going up, I'm like sitting on the escalator, and I'm just going like this, and everybody's just like, whoa, yeah, and stuff. They were cheering and stuff. It got me a little pumped up. So I break a little, a little pop lock move or whatever. I can't dance, by the way. I'm just like getting real hype. Like, I'm like, oh my god, this is what I wanted. This is what I needed. It was like a adrenaline rush, and it was like really getting me pumped up. So there was like, it was barricaded. Like it had like a 4-foot fence or whatever, and you couldn't really get in and stuff. So they were like, come on over. So I'm like, okay. So I run, I hop the fence or whatever, like a true superhero does, and then everybody just applauding. Bunch of drunk women. I should have expected it. It was a club. Well, it was the House of Blues, and they were drinking. They were waiting in line. Didn't even get into the door, and they were still drinking. A lot of girls. Took a lot of pictures with a lot of girls. Did a lot of battle stances and stuff like that. And so as I'm about to leave, because I already did my entry and I'm just making my way out. One of the bouncers was like, "Hey, you want to go into the club for free?" I'm like, "For free?" And it wasn't a club, it was a concert. It was Downfall 2012, look it up on Google. It was like a heavy metal band playing. So I'm like, oh, hell yeah, in the House of Blues? A concert? Free? Me? Broke? Of course. So I go in there, I'm just like, my swagger was like through the roof, man. Like, I'm like, man, I just got into a free concert, I ain't had to pay a dime. Next thing you know, I walk in there, I'm standing in the front. You had the what you call it? The rock, the singer, he's doing his little and stuff. And all of a sudden, as his song finished, everybody's applauding. He looks my way. He said, "Oh snap! it's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, give it up. And everybody went crazy, son. And I don't have video to justify this story. Everybody rushed to me, they circled around me, taking tons of pictures, man. Getting a shout out on stage. Like, I don't know, I need to look up that band. Because, I mean, I don't know if they're big or indie or whatever. But to give me a shout out, I appreciate that. Like I said, I had a ton of women, man. Tons of women just around me. And it was a rock concert, so I'm throwing up the rock sign and everything. I usually don't throw this up. But it was crazy. So, make my rounds around the concert, and I just leave out. I'm like, okay, I'm good. And I'm thinking, okay, I need to hit up the main strip. Houston's main strip usually has like a lot of clubs. They got like Club Level, I believe Toke Bar, and Venue, and so on and so forth. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm walking down the main strip. Very first place I go to is called Pure Hookah Bar. So I'm just walking in. The guy asked to take a picture, and he was like, "You want to go in?" I was like, "Of course." He was like, "All right, go in." And keep in mind, this whole story, they did not know, or they did not ask for ID. Like, it's more to this story, but they did not ask for ID whatsoever. So what if I was underage? And what if I would have bought liquor or whatever? But I'll get into that later. So I'm going in, like I said, it's a hookah bar. You got the DJ. DJ's like, oh snap, it's the Black Power Ranger, give it up. So I go to the DJ booth, you know, I'm doing my dancing, just dancing and dancing. And I don't know what, I guess I was just in the moment. They start playing, what's that song? Bands That Make Her Dance by, is it 3 6 Mafia or something like that? But anyway, they start playing that Dance Make You Dance. First thing that comes in my head, I need the twerk. Miley Cyrus did it, so can I. So everybody's just crowded around. I'm on stage just dancing, doing my thing. All of a sudden, I just get up, like I do a handstand. Like I don't know if I can show you guys. I don't know if you can see it, but I just basically get my feet like this. And I just start twerking and twerking and twerking and twerking and twerking. I can't twerk, so. But yeah, I'm just doing my thing, dude. Like, everybody went crazy. I think I heard World Star yell up in the crowd. I don't know. I gotta go on World Star later on. Girls were all around me, man. And then DJ wanted to buy me drinks, but I'm like, nah, I don't drink, man. It was just insane. Everybody. And then you had people following me out the club, taking pictures and stuff. Whew, it was crazy. Now, like I said, I'm on cloud 9 right now. Like, this is a good night, and then I'm not trying to think about not having a cameraman to have all this wonderful footage going on. And so I go into this other place called Dean's Clothing, which is basically a place they have like open mic, whether you want to do, I think it's mostly for like music, like if you're a rapper, singer, so on and so forth. And man, I go in there, right? Originally they wasn't gonna let me in because I had my ID on me, but I didn't feel like digging in my boots and I'm by myself. Somebody could have jumped me or whatever. But of course I had to ask. But I go in, so they let me in. They was like I walk away. Girl's like, wait, you can go in, you can go in. I'm like, okay, cool. So I walk in, front door, you got the stage, you have like a dude rapping or whatever. He's like a speed rapper too. So he's like, you know what I'm saying? Whew, hold on, gotta catch my breath because I was twerking and okay, so I go in there, like I said, the guy, he's just going off, just and all of a sudden I'm just in the front. I'm just like, yeah, I'm feeling it, bobbing my head, have my ex just fist pumping and everything. He looked my way, he was looking this way. The crowd's like, I'm over here, That's exactly what he did. And, you know, people thought it was funny. He thought it was funny. Now, this is where the story kind of gets stale. So, I'll call her out. This is drunk white girl, right? Blonde. And I usually like blondes. I still do. Just her, she's a, you know. So, she tapped me on the shoulder and it was like, stop doing that. Let him do a song. You're making a mess up. And, you know, I'm like, I don't know, this girl's playing or whatever. I'm just like, whatever. And I'm just doing my thing. And I cocked my axe one time. You know, I cocked my axe one time and pointed at him, but it was just out of fun. I wasn't trying to intentionally mess him up. And then she going to kick me in the butt. And I turned around and she was like, you need to quit. Stop it. And I'm like, I don't know if she's really, like, I'm just like, is she serious or what? And then all of a sudden, now let me show you. This is why I have my helmet. All of a sudden, I'm like, And then she was like, you know what? She literally, you see the trunk? She literally grabs it, it pulls it down, and I grab her hands, and dude, I was about to break her freaking fingers, dude. Like, even though it didn't feel like it was gonna break, but still, I mean, you could see all the damage, wear and tear and stuff like that. Like, I don't let nobody just disrespect me like that, and I don't let nobody just try to abuse my helmet. And dude, I was about to choke good broad. I'm not trying to curse. I was gonna, I swear, she kind of ruined it, cause, and oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, and you had like 3 white guys behind her, and I think they were all with her. So it was like, if I was to, like, I don't condone hitting a woman or whatever, but that day, if that trunk would have broke, I would not be telling this story. My friends would have been bailing me out of jail, because I would have had to choke that broad, cause anyway, so yeah, so I leave and I'm walking out the club, that club. I'm like, you know what, that was whack anyway. That broad, you know, whatever. I'm not even trying to start any trouble. And now I go to this next club, Toke Bar. So I tried going to Toke Bar, right? You don't know what Toke Bar is. The securities were douches or whatever. I was like, can I get in? He was like, nah, you can't come in and dress it like that. I'm like, man, whatever. So I walk off. So yeah, so I walk off from the Toke Bar, and some guy was like, yo dude, you need to go to Bayou Place. I'm like, Bayou Place? What's Bayou Place? I heard of it, but I never been to it. He was like, yeah dude, it's a couple of blocks that way. If you go this direction, blah blah blah, you'll get there. I'm like, he said, it's the biggest club in Houston, dude. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. I'm like, nah, I don't go to clubs, I'm a nerd. I dress up as a Power Ranger. How the hell am I supposed to go to clubs? Anyway, so I go to this Bayou Place stuff. It's a huge freaking clubs. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 clubs in one building. It was insane. First of all, let me backtrack. First I went to the Hard Rock Cafe to see if it was anything going on. I went in there, there was nothing going on. Nothing really happened in there. I don't even know why I mentioned it. So I leave out, and I'm like, there is no way they're gonna let me get in this high upscale club. So it's a long line wrapped around the building. I walk around the perimeter. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, this weirdo's taking pictures. Let me Instagram or whatever. And everybody's just looking at me or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm trying to see where I'm going, really. And then all of a sudden you have this bouncer in a suit or whatever. I'm like, oh snap, he could have asked me to leave the property. And he comes up to me and he was like, hey man, you want to get into the club? I was like, hell yeah, do I gotta pay? He was like, no, just follow me. I'm going through the VIP line. Now you know you a real Power Ranger, or you got some type of celebrity status when you walk through the VIP line, didn't get my ID check, didn't have to wait in line, straight up in the club with a mask, in spandex, the dirty old, no, I'm not dirty, grown ass man, and I'm black. And I'm black. What are the chances of that? I go in, he was like, yo, this is my boy Juan. He's gonna take you around the clubs. This is the Bayou Place, it's 4 clubs. He's gonna take you to each club. We just want you to walk around and take pictures and stuff like that or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. I go in, I'm with my boy Juan, we walking around the club. Oh my goodness. So many beautiful freaking women in one place of all ethnicities. Oh my goodness. Whew. Now guys, this is embarrassing, but there was so many hot women in that club. I lost count after 3. I had more than 3 erections, man. And I wasn't wearing a cup. Usually when I'm at cons and stuff like that, I wear a cup. Or even when I do my other downtown stuff, or wherever I'm going, the college or the rodeo carnival, wherever, I usually wear a cup because, you know, kids and stuff like that. So I try to protect myself. Greatest decision, not wearing a cup. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't remember each story of each club, but all I know is I went to the DJ booths of each club. Everybody shouted me out. I jump on the table, I'm walking around. I start getting down, you know what I'm saying? I start twerking again, and oh my gosh, the crowd went crazy, dude. It was a surreal feeling. And I Instagram and I went on Twitter, and I retweeted on my Twitter pictures from Instagram, pictures from Twitter, at MeMug713. You can check out some of the pictures. I'm gonna try to see if I can find more prior to this video. But dude, those women, those women. That's all I can say. Like, I can't even think of the story. Like, you just have to be there. I just wish I had the video, man. It was amazing. But let me see if I can think of a couple of things that happened. Number one, I had like 8 women around me, and they had their own VIP session. So I'm like sitting down like a boss, you know what I'm saying? I'm laid back. You had all these women behind me. 2 of them had one hand here on my head. The other ones they was just feeling all over me, dude. And I promise you, one of them grabbed the Mastodon. That's when that first one started. I kid you not. Oh my gosh. And then since they have their own VIP sessions, of course they got bottles of alcohol and stuff, and they try offering drinks and stuff. If I was an alcoholic dude, I think I would have died of alcohol poison with so many offers and stuff. I had one girl just all over me, all over that Mastodon. Oh my God, I think I even jizzed a little bit. But and then there was one incident, like I had the axe like between my legs, and I was just like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I was just doing that, and they was just, man, I was just making a scene, dude. Oh my goodness, it was a night to remember, man. Like, I can't remember all the stuff because it was just like happening one after another, after another, after another. And then me just dancing, and I tried break dancing. I would never do that again. Oh my God. It was amazing. Amazing. And I'm sorry, I wish I could remember more details, but it was kind of blurred. Everything was just happening so fast. The highlight, like I said, was probably that club. 4 clubs in one. I went to a total of 6 to 7 clubs yesterday. Had the greatest experience. Don't have not one picture, one video footage to show you. It's heartbreaking. And it would have been a great series. You guys would have loved it. It was freaking amazing. And oh, and just one more thing that really like turned me on. Like, this one girl was like grinding on me hard, son. And when she was grinding on me, she had these boy shorts. You can't even, I thought it was a thong or something. Like, her ass was so huge, and she was just, oh, this is me, this is her. Like, she was just grinding on me hard. I was like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here. This is not for me. My Mastodon would not go down. It would not go down, and I didn't have a cup to hide it either. But man, I don't know, this story is probably boring to you guys. I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be more epic. This is my first time telling it. I'm just trying to go off of memory. But and then at the end of the night, as I was leaving, my costume was falling apart. I don't know if you could see that because of the glare, but you see that? See this? This was the end result, but I don't care. It was worth it. But yeah, guys, it was an amazing experience. That was probably would have been one of the best potential videos I had made in a long time. Just me dancing, all the beautiful women. I mean, these girls were freaking beautiful, dude. You would think these were like video vixens. They looked so good, and then they in their little black dresses, and it's not like they looked at sloppy with it, I guess you could say, like trashy looking. I mean, they were really sophisticated, beautiful women. It's not like, oh, they have like they in bra and panties or nothing like that. No, that's not the case. It was a upscale club. You had to dress appropriate, but the girl in the boy short, she was a dancer. Like, I got up there on the pole and I'm like dancing with her and stuff. That was something else. Anyway, like I said, this story is probably boring, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short. Thank you for watching anyway. It was a great time. I'm really sorry I couldn't get any video footage. I'm gonna see if I can do it again very soon and hopefully have at least a cameraman with me and see if I can get into these clubs again, because it would have been a great video. The Black Ranger nightlife you will never see. That's what I'm gonna title this video. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.